Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis-Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The keeper on the option. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Taylor wants to throw. Rolls right. He'll pull it down and run. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's 3rd down. You just got sacked the play prior, but you do a nice job in the pocket. You get through your progression. It's not open. You take off and run. Pick up the first down. Fresh set of downs there. Really good job by the QB showing off his poise.
The RPO got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion.
886 bouncer. 886 bouncer.
Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. on 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
Really good job by the defense there. Understanding pass, dropping back, but not losing sight of that running back and letting that quarterback throw it to him where he can pick up some extra yards and get that first down. They did a great job covering the whole field and making sure that running back got nowhere.
Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Swapped immediately.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down. They've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Throwing Simmons. That's caught. It's Lee. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. He's got it inside the 30. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence. Everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And, David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Uh-oh, look out. He breaks a tackle. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're...
He wants to go deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Play action on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Taylor wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Headed to the end zone. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They got some good momentum going, continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now early in this football game that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They've got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
The pull and throw off the RPO.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Simmons. Under pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Hauls it in. Turning it on. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Grabs it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. They'll run it. It's Hardy. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Nowhere to go. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the... Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And I think that's a built-in play for this offense. You saw the pressure immediately get to the quarterback on 1st down. You get him sacked. Well, how do you slow down the pass rush? You run the screen game. You invite those guys upfield, let them run by, and then you throw it over their heads. So a lot of times this is about controlling that pass rush and not letting them pin their ears back on the quarterback.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Punt is in the air. Looking for room. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Simmons to throw. Out wide left, it's Hardy. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Rush right in his face. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. A strike downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Missouri wants to go fast. In the red area, it's Hardy. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. looking for blockers. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. The Bulldogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Taylor wants to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic with his feet.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
This D coordinator, man, he will take sacks any way he can get them. They weren't able to get it right off the bat, but tremendous job pursuing. Nice speed. Everybody keeping their eye on the QB. They're able to force him out of bounds to create that negative play.
Second and long here. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Long way to go on second down. They'll give it to Fluff. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Finds his big tight end. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
#139 Albatross. #139 Albatross.
They'll run it with Bothwell. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On the move. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Let's see what he can do with the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Throwing Simmons. Setting up the screen. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Simmons. He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pulls it in on the right. Open spaces. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Fresh setter downs going to the air. He's got him in the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the Northwestern Wildcats. And it's the Hoosiers looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. fluffed Bothwell again. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Mississippi State going up tempo. Taylor wants to throw it. Caught. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Got to make the play on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Simmons. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Fires to the right. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. And the Tigers looking to convert on 4th down. 4th down, Simmons. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Bulldogs in the hurry-up.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw one first. They're all over him. And he gets rid of it.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to throw it. Look out. Trying to get away. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Burrowing for yardage. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going long. Snags it inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Here's Simmons to throw. Rush is on. They get to him as he throws. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, if you're a fan watching this offense, you have got to love what you're seeing from your new quarterback. They knew going to the portal was going to be a major, major deal for them coming into this season.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Oh, pressure's coming. Gets rid of it.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Throwing Simmons. He's going for it all. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started.
Man, how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And the point after is good. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Second and long here. Taylor wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. Making the adjustment on the play.
Move it, move it. Copper.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Looking left. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. On the move at the 30. Hits the accelerator to the right. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start the